Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Teresa Crawley at Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Frederick, Colorado, and today I'm going to get the pleasure of showing you a 2024 Renegade Valencia. This is the floor plan 38BB. I went around and counted today. We have sleeping for up to 10 people in this coach, which is really unheard of. But I have really bad news for you. We only have 6 TVs for those 10 people. So go ahead and take a quick look around, and then we can get into the finer details of this unit. Pretty much every piece of furniture you see in here is transferable into a bed. But I also want you to know that you have a lot of amenities in here as well. This isn't just a place to sleep. This is a place where you can do your washing all your clothes. You have a residential refrigerator. You have a tankless water heater. Really nice finities in here. We have 2 15,000 BTU air conditioning units that are ducted throughout with heat pumps. We also have a king size bed in the back for the parents, and 12,000 pounds of towing capacity. So most people that are buying Super Cs are buying them so that they can bring along toys. We can haul lots of dirt bikes here. We can bring boats, vehicles, all kinds of fun things. So if you're somebody that likes to get out and have fun, this is the coach for you. So again, this is a Renegade Valencia. I told you it has 12,000 pounds towing capacity, but it's built on the S2 RV chassis. It has a 6.7 liter Cummins engine with 360 horsepower. For those of you who are thinking, well, that's the same that's in the truck, it's actually not the same that you can get in a pickup truck. It has 800 foot-pounds of torque and a 6-speed Allision transmission. So this actually can haul quite well. It has an integrated brake controller as well. I'm going to set down my notebook and point out to you some of the sleeping features in here first of all. So of course we have a bunk over the driver. Now right now I have this piece pushed back so that when the driver and passenger are up here, they have a really great feeling of space over them. I feel like when this is pulled out, it does make it feel a little cavernous and claustrophobic for some people. So it's kind of nice to have the option of having this open when you're in driving mode. Now this piece pulls all the way to here, and then you have basically a queen size bed. I'm not going to say that you're going to be able to go to JCPenney and buy sheets for this, because it's probably a little bit off dimensionally from a queen size bed, but it is a bed that you can sleep 2 full grown people in. I'm going to turn this engine off real quick. I forgot that I had it on a little bit earlier, but we'll get back to that area soon. So you'll notice you do have a little cubby up here for whoever's staying up here. They can store some stuff. They've got some really great reading lights there as well. There's a really nice effect lighting up here, a privacy curtain for these people, and they have, of course, their own TV. Now we also have a sunroof up here. That shade automatically can be deployed or put away as it is right now, but a really nice option for some extra light. All right, moving to the next sleeping area, we of course have this really nice sofa here. This actually becomes a queen size bed. It's very easy to deploy. I'm not going to do the full thing. I'm recovering from an injury. So this pulls out pretty much all the way to the cabinets in the kitchen, and then this piece will fold down. It's very easy to do. And again, super cushy and nice. You don't have to worry about an air mattress deflating while your guests are sleeping on it. This stays really cushy and comfy because it's just this. So really nice area there. We of course have some storage above here as well, and that goes really deep back. It doesn't have dividers, as you'll see a lot throughout this coach, that there's not a lot of dividers. There's an extra cushion here for when you do make some beds. And another quick thing to point out, you have windows that can open throughout this coach. I've seen a lot of RVs lately that you can't open the windows. That really is a deal breaker for a lot of people. These actually open out, so you can have them open even when it's raining. You don't have to worry about it ruining the inside of the coach. And then we also have these really nice MCD roller shades. So that's your day shade. This is going to be your nighttime shade. So keep out a lot of heat and light. These don't make a lot of noise going down the road either, as blinds tend to do. So I really like the MCD shade options. You'll also notice throughout the coach, we have LED lighting, as well as on the exterior of the coach, all of the brake lights, etc., are going to be LED lights, so nice and bright, and a low electrical draw. Over here, obviously this is your booth dinette. This also becomes a sleeping area. Now, I'm not going to tell you 2 full-size adults are going to sleep here, but it's about that wide for some of the kids that you may be bringing along. I could probably sleep there because I'm not particularly tall, but again, just another place that you can put more people if you choose to. Under both sides of this booth, we do have storage. These are pieces for when you drop this down, this is going to be part of your bed. So you can leave those at home if you don't need them and then have that storage space. And then there's a lock there for when you are in travel mode. Before we get to the bunk area and the back bathroom, we'll go over the kitchen real quick. So obviously cabinetry. Renegade has always been known for doing really good cabinetry. You have manuals here and extra parts and pieces there. But what you really need to be looking at is these hinges that are really stout, as well as the cabinets are actually made of actual wood. This isn't pressed board or anything like that. This is actually wood. And what we find here at Transwest is that over time, when people trade these in, they pretty much look like when they were sold. They hold up really well. They're not falling off. They're not squeaking as they go down the road. If you put the investment in right from the get-go at the factory, down the road, the customer's not going to have a falling apart, squeaky coach, lots of warranty claims, or lots of irritation. And that's why we carry only the best products here. We don't like upset customers, strangely enough. Over here on the solid surface countertop, we do have a countertop extension, so a little bit more workspace for you. And then down below, of course, more storage. You may notice that that lit up as we opened the door, and they do include a trash can for you there. Over here, stainless steel sink. This is really deep. Really deep. You could wash a little dog in there, but obviously you're going to be more focused on your dishes and pots and pans. We do have a little sprayer there as well. Over here, convection microwave, so you can bake and crisp in here. You can always tell that when it's stainless steel on the inside, and these pieces are all removable for different functions of what you're going to use in here, but just know that you can use this as a baking microwave. Up here, more storage. Then here we have your propane cooktop. 3 burners here. A lot of people really do prefer to cook on propane. It's more familiar to, like I have at home, a gas stove. It cooks very similarly. And then this goes right back on there. Little towel bar there. I want you to notice, again, we have some extra parts here, filters, remotes, extra paint for the outside, but I want you to notice how nicely these drawers close. They're all soft close and full extension. So, there you go. And then this one, I hate to disappoint, but it's a fake. No storage here, but this is actually where all your breaker box and electrical panels are in here. So, and they're all marked really nice for you as well. Moving over to here, obviously this is your refrigerator, but I want to point out this is a Samsung residential refrigerator. They also include a really nice lock on here. Very important for you to use that so when you go around a corner too fast, your milk isn't all over the floor. We do have an ice maker in here already as well. And then down here is your refrigerator section. Really good size, even for a family. These are a lot deeper than the propane fridges, the RV fridges that used to only be, or always be rather, in motorhomes. And then more storage space up here. This is really intended to be your audio visual equipment. Your satellite is here, so you can hook in your dish or DirecTV boxes here, or whatever DVD player, anything like that that you want to connect to your TV that was over the door there. Right here we have washer and dryer. These are separate, as you can see, but the reason I'm pointing that out, these work much better than the old days all-in-one. Your dryer is vented to the exterior as well, so that's really going to help with drying time and efficiency there. Right here we have a privacy door, and I wanted to point this out to you because we have one here going into the bunk/bathroom area. We also have one going into the bedroom area, so I can point that out to you, but I just wanted you to see what this looked like closed. And I have to tell you, when I close that, it's got so much quieter back here. So if you've got several people, this is really going to help with sound dampening as well. So this kind of locks itself away when it's not in use. Then moving back to the bunk bed area. This is actually a really special design that is new. This whole front facade, this trim area all the way around, actually can pop off or on depending on how you want to use this area. So if you've got kids staying in here, they might not want to be stuck behind doors. I don't think it'd be very easy to breathe that way, but this again pops off, and I can show you there's a lock system on here. I'm going to let the camera get back there so you can really see the locks there. So right there, you're going to take that off and down, and then there, this whole piece is going to just pop off. So then what you have is an open bunk area. You're of course going to want to use the curtains then, if that's the case, if you have the doors off, and those are also included. So both bunks have their own reading light, they have their own window, they also have their own TVs in this motorhome, so it was very well optioned. Also, if you're somebody that doesn't need to bring kids or only occasionally brings kids, this can also change into a wardrobe, or you could even make it a workstation or something like that. And the way that you do that, this pulls right out. So this top bunk lifts up, pulls out, and then you have quite a bit of room there to do whatever you please with that area. And it is a good size area. We're not showing you the whole thing because the doors are on this side as well. But also there are drawers down below for whoever's using this space. They can hide their little things, and soft close drawer there as well. So really nice little area, great bunks. Bathroom is directly across, but I want to show you the bedroom area before we get there. So this is what we would normally call the master bedroom, probably the parents' bedroom in this case. This is a king size bed. There's of course storage all the way across here, and it's not interrupted by dividers. So you could put dividers in, or you could just leave it as an open space and put kind of bigger, longer things there. Now we do have reading lights here. And the other thing you can't see is that there's a really nice panel here. You can turn on and off your ceiling lights, your water pump, your generator can be started here as well. Reading lights, bath ceiling, all off. That's another nice feature. So it's time to go to bed, you hit all off, and you don't have to worry about all the lights throughout the coach. So another great thing, we also have plug-ins on either side of the bed. There is one also up above the bed. And then we've got these really great little nightstands. So you can put your CPAP, your alarm clock, your phone, whatever it is that you bring with you to bed. Now under the bed, not a lot of storage because Renegade is smart and puts your water tank under there. So we have 150 gallons of fresh water. Those are 75 each. Your water pump is also under there, so you can get to it and service it if you need to. And then this area right here is open for storage, which I think is just so great. You can put a lot of bedding, suitcases, duffel bags, things like that down there. There's plenty of room for it. Then on either side here, we have hanging closet. The light did turn on right away when I opened it, which I just think is so helpful. And then this is replicated on both sides, so they're equal. 3 drawers here. And then here we've got a little bit more storage. This side isn't replicated. This is another one of those audio-visual cabinets, so you can put your dish, DVD player, etc. Then down here, one other big size drawer. Got your emergency exit window here, and then a TV for just this area. Now these cords that you see hanging down, those are to release the TV. So you can point it different directions according to how you want to see that. So that was just to unlock that, and you can move it how you like it. This again is just a replica of that other side. You have these touch button light controllers here. More importantly though, I want to get to this system here. So this system is another touchscreen, but it has everything on it. So not just lights. The other cool thing about this is that you can Bluetooth your phone to this and do these controls from your phone. So you can be outside and put your slides in or out. The great thing about doing that is that you can see if there's a tree in the way or you're going to hit something if you're outside doing these things. Awning as well. The whole house's lighting, as well as your exterior lighting. Power system, you can see exactly what is running, what isn't running. Am I plugged in? You have a generator automatic system here, so you can start it, say when, you can start it for quiet time or stop rather. If you're away from the coach and you have pets here, your batteries are getting low, it'll start your generator just to make sure that you can continue to use your air conditioning, things like that. You can set it up to do exactly that, or just times, or just to exercise it for that matter. Say it's in storage, you need to start it once a month to get it, to keep it healthy and lubed. You can do that here as well, or you can do it from your phone. So really handy that this is all here. This is going to be your thermostat, and again you can see you have air conditioning, heat pump, furnace, and it can just do its own thing. The AquaGo is your tankless water heater. And then we do have fans throughout. So these fans are going to be basically an attic fan, suck the air out very quickly. They do have rain sensors on them as well. So you have one in your kitchen and one in the bathroom that we're about to see. This control is the slide outs again, and then you can just handle settings here as well. So really nice system. You have a panel here. You also have one in the kitchen area, but again, also you can put this in an app on your phone. So really handy. All right. Now we move into the bathroom area. Really well lit space. We do have a macerator toilet, and that is a porcelain toilet. I'll get in there and show you the storage, but I wanted you to have a broad view before I get in there and interrupt. So up here, that's that Max fan that I was just telling you about. It does have the rain sensor, so if it starts raining, it's going to close itself. But that thing works so well at getting heat out. It's also really good at getting moisture, humidity, things like that out as well. So obviously in a space like this or in the kitchen where there could be smoke, these things are great for getting that stuff out of there. So over here, We've got medicine cabinet, and this goes all the way through again, so you can put a lot of stuff in there. Over here we have a good sized drawer, full extension as well. We have an open space down there. I'm imagining that they were thinking toilet paper storage. I don't really know, but that's there. And then we have this space down here as well. Now this shower has a lock on it, and it's also magnetic, so you pull it apart just a little bit to get it open. But I wanted you to see, I'm not the best person to show you this. I'm about 5'3½", but I want you to see that I can completely reach my hand up and touch that sunlight there. And the reason that I'm pointing that out is because a lot of coaches, super tall people, have a very difficult time fitting in the shower. This one you're not going to have problems with. The head is also adjustable, so you can put that up if you needed to get rinsed off really well. But nice shower, really well appointed. All right. So I forgot to point this out earlier, but this is the main living room TV. And again, it has a release here, so you can move it around to how you want to view it. So it does come out quite a bit. You've got an integrated soundbar here, but it's really going to make watching from, say, the booth area very comfortable. You're not going to have to really crane your neck too bad. So. All right, so that's that. We're going to go up into the cab area quickly before we close slides and then check out the exterior. So first thing I wanted to point out, every time I have a customer sit in these, they're like, wow, these are really comfortable. I could sit here. Look how well these are adapted to a person's body. They're actually very soft and squishy, but they're also contoured really nicely. So they're going to give you good support and be comfortable over hours and hours of time. The other great thing is this view. You get to look out this window and be higher up. It feels not only safe and secure, but it really does give you a beautiful view from here. So this is a Freightliner chassis, something that I absolutely love about Freightliner. And they are a very, very good chassis, and we love them here very much because we sell a lot of Freightliners here. But they also are constantly improving on their technology. So right here we have your shifter or your transmission. In other chassis, you're going to have to look away from the road, and your panel is going to be somewhere in this area where you're going to be shifting. So obviously that presents a safety problem. Freightliner came up with the clever idea of putting it right here on your column. Up is drive, down is reverse, the middle is neutral or park, as you will. You also have manual or automatic shifting here. And then your engine brake is integrated here as well. So if you want your your engine brake on, you just click it up. And then off is down. So very simple system, very easy to get adapted to this new way rather than having to look away and causing a little bit of distraction from the road. You have the same basic things here that you normally would. Your phone can be added to Bluetooth. This is where the microphone is. This is your air horn. So when you're on the highway or something, or really need people to pay attention, you can use that air horn. It's the same as a semi-truck. It's quite loud. Over here we have powered windows, we have powered locks, powered mirrors as well. And we actually have heat on these mirrors. So that's another really nice feature that you don't see often on this kind of a cab. Now down here, you can't really see it, but it's by where the keys are. That's your integrated brake controller. So nice that we already have that involved. Over here, we have your leveling system. So super simple, power on, auto level. You hit that button and it's gonna get you exactly where you need to be. And you'll know when it's done, it'll stop beeping. All retract does this exact opposite, just pulls them all up. It's going to beep at you until it's done so that you don't start driving off when you have a jack or some jacks down. So really great system. You don't have to worry about getting on blocks and getting it exactly level, getting in a fight with your partner. None of that is necessary. We just hit auto level and we're done with it. Okay, this is the other great thing about this cab area. We have a Garmin system here, comes off. What's great about that? Well, I'm driving, I don't want to have to go, where am I going, or pull over. I can have the passenger take care of that. Type in, where are we going? Where's the nearest McDonald's? Change the radio station. All of those things can be done on this tablet while it's disconnected from the front here. So super great safety feature in my opinion. I actually really love that that's there and available. Of course, there's a lot of other things that can be done here as well. Phone, radio, etc. Weather even. It's basically a little computer. So really love how this is laid out, very simple to use. One of the main reasons that people like to buy a Super C or a truck front is because you have all of that engine and everything else in the front of you. So if you were to be in a collision, God forbid, that area is going to help protect you. Some people don't like sitting so close to the road or the windshield. So that's one reason. Other reasons are, is this really stout when you're going down the road? This isn't going to blow around like some other motorhomes can do, make you feel a little insecure, especially if it's particularly windy. The other issue, or benefit I should say, is that you can work on this yourself. So if you're a handy person, you can change your own oil, check all your fluids, change belts, all of those things. And I'll show you how easy it is to get access to that. First, we are going to close slides so that we can get a good peek at the underbelly storage. And it's a very simple process. So rear slide, we're just going to say retract, hold that down. I always advise keeping an eye on what you're doing in case you forgot your suitcase is there or your cat is there, whatever the case may be. We don't want anything getting into the way of your slide out that can actually compromise it, break it. And this front one coming in. The other reason that I want you to keep your finger on it and to keep an eye on it is stopping mid-cycle of bringing it in can be problematic for a slide as well. I'm going to put the outside awning out now so we can have some shade when we go outside and see how glorious an awning is. It is a quite sunny day. Just want to make sure it's going out. It's out. Awesome. Okay, let's go check it out, guys. On the way out, just very quickly, we do have a battery disconnect. We have an entry step override, and that's the step that's outside. It'll keep it out or in, whichever you're choosing, rather than coming in and out and in and out if you're going in and out of this door a lot, because there is a little trigger here. E-start actually is going to pull power from the chassis battery to get these batteries going. And then obviously you have a fire extinguisher, but the other thing right here is that you can turn your ceiling light on and off, cargo light on and off, awning, porch, etc. Also extend or retract your awning, and then interior all on or off. So if you're just walking in the door, you just want to hit boom, I want to be able to see where I'm going, that's there. So really handy. We do have a screen door here and two really nice handles to come in and out of safely. So you've got one here and you've got one right here on the exterior of the coach. Oh. All right, screen door. And then you have your main door, which is a really nice stout door. Looks like I didn't quite get that out all the way, but at least you can see it out part way. It does have some stability arms. You don't have to put anything down to make that anchor. It also has a really pretty light strip on it in the evening time. You can turn that on. So Renegade is known for their bay doors or basement doors, however you want to call them. One of the reasons is that you have dual slam latches. These tend to stay in alignment a lot better over time. So they're very easy to get closed for one thing, but they also tend to stay aligned. You know that that is closed. There's no wobbling around, or you don't have to pull on it to make sure. You know that that is going to be closed. You also have an air shock to make it really easy to get that open. Down here we have a 3,000 watt inverter. This coach does have solar, so we have 3 200 watt panels. So we have your solar controller down there as well. And then you'll notice that these are carpeted. That's going to help with bringing, you know, heat or cool into the coach. That's going to help keep that out, keep it insulated. It's also going to help your stuff to not be moving around, breaking, things like that. So really handy. This is the exterior of your Truma AquaGo, that tankless water heater that we were talking about earlier. So if you need to winterize or service it in any way, that's where that is. Out here we have your flat screen TV and sound bar. Really great for tailgating or entertaining the kids while you're grilling, whatever that is. Down here, a good sized storage bay. We also have a 50-foot airline that can hook up on the other side if you needed to air up your raft or your tires, any of those things. These are slide locks in case you want to make sure while your slides are in, you can put those in there to make sure that they don't get compromised in any way. The reason that you would want to do that, especially if you're on a really bumpy road, you're going to want to make sure you keep the integrity of those slide outs. We do have lights under here, and we also have 110s under there as well. And then we have a place that you can put any tubing that you need to. This opens really easily, so if you wanted to put an electrical cord, you can put it through there and then close your bay door, so you have less air coming in. Keep it cleaner in here. We do have full body paint. This is not gonna crackle or fade over time. Don't have to worry about keeping it garaged all the time to keep this paint looking perfect. Another great bay door. This one is very, very deep though. Goes really far back. So this one can hold some of your bigger things like tables, picnic chairs, etc. Could hold me, I just sat in there. Then we've got these really nice Michelin 275 ADR 22.5 tires all the way around here. So those are gonna definitely ease your bumpiness, and they're gonna last a long time. Over here, we have another great bay. This one does not have a divider here, so you can put longer things in this bay. There does happen to be a storage ottoman in here right now just for safekeeping. But over on the other side, you'll see we have an LP Quick Connect. Now the reason you would want that, say you're bringing a barbecue grill along with you, that is going to be where you hook that up, and it draws straight from your 20.3 gallon LP tank. Here's just the other side of that bay. One thing that you really can't see is that Renegade does a spray undercoating that helps with rust and all that salt that's on the road, things like that. So on the back here, we have a molded fiberglass cap. This is all one piece to here. And then we have another piece here. The reason they made it two pieces is usually if you're gonna have an incident, it's gonna be on your bumper area. So they can fix that really easily without having to replace this whole thing. If you crack your fiberglass, it's gonna be a lot more detailed if it's messing with the whole area. Again, we have LED lights all over the place. Your backup camera is up there, and that does populate on that Garmin screen I was showing you earlier in the cab area. Down here is your 12,000-pound towing hitch, 2-inch receiver. You have your 7-way pin connector here, already set up for you. We do have our generator running right now, as you can hear. It's just to keep our air conditioners on inside the coach. It's pretty warm here in Colorado. Down here we have your surge protector and transfer switch already integrated. We have your 50 amp cord here and another hole here. So if you wanted to put this through and then close this door, you can do that. But the great thing about this, as well as your water hose, is these are both on power retract reels. So that goes away super easy. You don't have to worry about getting your hands all dirty or muddy. And then you put that cap right back on, and you're not going to get all the sound and debris up into your bay. Right here, this is where you're going to fill your diesel fuel. You've got 100 gallons capacity. Here's that generator. It's a Cummins Onan Quiet Diesel. Great thing about this, first of all, it's drawing straight from your diesel tank. So you don't need to worry about your propane being filled all the time to get this going. The other thing though is you can start it and stop it right here. You also have your hours right here, so you can check those if you need to. Oh, one more thing. This used to be in the water bay. They moved this over here, and what it is a place for you to put your black hose to keep it sanitary and away from your other stuff that's in your basement. I think that's genius. I never understood why you would want your black hose floating around with your freshwater intake and your whole house water filter. This is your water bay, speaking of. So we have the whole house water filter I was talking about. We can also check all of our levels here. Your battery, your fresh is at 0, your gray, your black. This is your power water hose retraction that I was just talking about. So you manually would pull this out to fill your water, and then you just hold this down for it to go back in. We've got your low point drain, tank fill, hose reel, black tank dump, gray tank dump, and your black tank rinse. So that is really great that you can rinse that out after you've emptied it. Keep it smelling fresh in here. And then we also have a cable inlet. If you happen to be at a park that has that available, that's where you're going to hook that in. This is your gray tank. You'll notice that there are sensors on here, so you'll know when you're getting to be too full, you need to dump, etc. That's just what those are. We also have tank heaters under both of these. So this one and the one next to it's going to be your black tank. But right here is where you're going to hook your hose to, or excuse me, your stinky slinky is what I'm really thinking. But your black hose dump is going to go here. So then it'll go through this hole here, and then you can get that dumped out. Next one here is the black tank. So again, do your black first, do your gray next, then rinse it out. You should keep it smelling good. You can put some stuff in there to make it stay smelling good. This is your 20-gallon LP. This is the only bay door that doesn't have a lock on it. In case there is an emergency, you can get right into that. Over here we have your coach batteries and your house battery. So again, we have that 3,000 watt inverter, and then we've got the 8D house battery deep cycle. So pretty well equipped coach, as I was saying before. Your def is going to be filled here, and I'm glad that it's not close to the diesel fill, because I've heard of people accidentally filling the wrong one. We're going to look at the engine compartment really quickly. The most important thing I want you to notice is how easy it is to open and close. So anybody can do this, even me. So this comes open really, really easily. And then you have access to your filters and all your fluids, so you can check your oil, etc. Another really important thing to notice is that these bumpers are breakaway bumpers. So if you happen to have an accident, you can actually keep driving with only a partial bumper. That's one of the reasons. The other reasons, so you can get in here and work on it a little bit easier. But these are really nice to have. We'll go to the other side and look at what we've got there real quick as well. So another thing that I didn't point out earlier is that this has side view cameras. They are located right here. So when you put your blinker on, these are going to auto-populate into that Garmin monitor that we were looking at earlier. But anyway, on this side, you've got more stuff that you can service. More filters, more fluids. So just take a good look there. We have air brakes here. It's a really, really well done chassis. So if I missed anything, if you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out to me. I am Teresa Crawley at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.